Hello! So, question 1, demonstrate your understanding of dermatome versus myotome and at any neurological level. Explain your answer and what you're looking for. So, dermatome is like on the skin, myotome is in the muscle. So we're going to do L2, which is on the thigh area. So on Katie, it would be right here, and this is stimulating the dermatome, and then I'm going to have you just pick your knee up, and that's myotome. So the first cranial nerve is the olfactory nerve, and so Katie, close your eyes. What is this?
Coffee.
And so that means that she has a good olfactory nerve because she can smell that it's coffee. Cranial nerve 2 is the optic nerve, and we test that with the Snellen chart. So Katie's gonna look at it with her right eye covered from this distance, and we'll see what she's at.
Okay. L D C Z O T E.
Okay, and the left eye covered?
Okay. L D C Z O T E.
And can you read the last line?
No.
Okay, so that means she has 20/20 vision according to what we have. And also, it's not like really accurate because when we printed it off online, and Katie's not at 20 feet. So, so cranial nerve 3 is the oculomotor nerve, and that is eye movement. So we're gonna do a smiley face with an H to track her eye movement. And she followed my finger, so she's all good. Cranial nerve 4 is a trochlear nerve, and that is eye movement in and out and up and down. So Katie's gonna follow my finger with her eye. Zip. And she followed them, so she's good. Cranial nerve 5 is the trigeminal nerve, so that is mastication and scalp sensation. So Katie's gonna clench her jaw really hard like she's mad, and then I'm going to touch her forehead with a pen. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, she's good. So cranial nerve 6 is the abducens, which is peripheral vision. So Katie's gonna look straight forward, and then she's gonna tell me when she can't see this pen anymore.
Okay.
Okay, and we're gonna do it bilaterally because that's just means good things on both sides if she can see it still the same. Okay, look forward.
Okay.
Look forward. Tell me when you can't see it anymore.
Okay, I can't see it.
Cranial nerve 7 is a facial nerve. Katie's gonna stick her tongue out now. There we go. Okay, cranial nerve 8 is a vestibular cochlear nerve, which is balance and equilibrium as well as hearing. So Katie's going to look up at the ceiling, point her finger up, and turn really fast.
Oh, God.
Faster.
I don't know, but go.
Okay, stop and walk that way. Fast, 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 fast. She's actually doing quite well. Okay, cranial nerve 9 is the glossopharyngeal nerve, and that is swallowing, and it controls the tongue as well. So Katie's gonna just swallow. Okay, and then cranial nerve 10 is the vagus nerve, vagus vagus. So how you would test that, it's also a parasympathetic response. Gotta include that. So how you test it is you would say ah, stick your tongue out and say ah, and then you would stick a tongue depressor and check it. So we would do that to Katie, but she'd throw up, so we're not. Cranial nerve 11 is the accessory nerve, and that controls the sternocleidomastoid, and so Katie's gonna shrug her shoulders. There we go. And then cranial nerve 12 is the hypoglossal, so she's gonna stick her tongue out. And that's the 12 cranial nerves. Katie's good. So saccades are quick eye movements from focus on.
Just keep going.
Quick eye movements while fixating on something, on like a stationary object. So how you would test that is I'm going to try and read.
Okay, a medley of ingredients each play their part in coming together to create something distinctly delicious.
Okay, so her horizontal saccade is pretty good, and we're gonna find another page so she doesn't know what it says. We're gonna do vertical now.
Okay. Anticipation gives way to what? What is that? Fruition? And it sets course for what's to come.
Her vertical is worse than her horizontal. So, question 4 is perform a bilateral graded strength test on any neurological level. Make sure to explain your answer in detail. So, we're going to do that on C5 and C6, which is on the arm, on both sides. So, she's going to stick her arm out, and I'm going to push down. She's going to resist me. So, that side I would give a 5, and we're going to do the other side. Push down. And that side is the same, so she gets a 5 on both sides. So, question 5 is demonstrate function or testing of the Pacinian corpuscle, the Messner corpuscle, the bulbs of Krauss, and the organs of Ruffini. So, the Pacinian corpuscle is deep pressure, so I'm going to stimulate deep pressure by just poking Katie really hard. And then the Messner corpuscle is light touch, so I'm just gonna brush her with my finger. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Okay, now on both sides. So I'm gonna push her hard again, and then lightly again. Do you feel those both the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say so.
And then the bulbs of Krauss are used for cold sensation. So we have some snow. Put one hand.
No.
Is that cold?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really cool.
You gotta do the other hand too.
Oh my gosh.
And so, does that feel the same on both hands?
I'd say it's the same.
Okay.
It's pretty cold.
Okay. And then the organs of Ruffini is a hot nerve, and so she's gonna stick her hand in the hot water. And the other one? Both hot?
Yep, it's hot.
Okay. So those are good. So, question 6 is run your patient through testing of both special and general senses. So, vision test would be using the Snellen chart. A hearing test, you could do the Rene test or the Weber test. Smell, you could use this. What do you smell, Katie? Coffee. And then for testing, we're gonna have her drink some lemon juice.
I am not drinking all of it.
It's a little bit.
Oh my god.
And then the last of the special senses is balance. So I'm gonna have her stand on one leg.
Okay.
You can just get her here.
Yeah.
And then close your eyes. And then hers is pretty good. So those are the special senses. And then the general senses, the first one is going to be temperature. Stick a finger in here. Or a whole hand. Okay. That's cold. And that's warm. Okay. And then pressure. So we're just, okay, we can just poke her. Pain. Sorry, Katie. I'm gonna pinch you.
Okay.
Where do you want me to pinch you?
I don't know. Just...
Okay. Pinch. I forgot the other ones. The other ones are stretch and touch. So, Katie, I'm gonna have you stand up.
Okay.
And she's gonna touch her toes if she can.
Alright.
Dang, okay. And then that would be a stretch for normal people. And then touch is your ability to feel something. Question 7 has to do with semicircular canals. So Katie's gonna shake her head. No. Yes. And then she's gonna bring her ears to her shoulder both ways. And that demonstrates her use of her semicircular canals. Question 8 is demonstrate your understanding of decerebrate versus decorticate posturing. So, decerebrate is below the red nucleus, haha, red nucleus, and decorticate is above the red nucleus, and that has to do with the iron in your bloodstream. So, okay, and decorticate is plantar flexion in the legs. They're locked out, but you bring your upper extremities in medially. So demonstrate that, and we're gonna pretend like she's locking her legs out. And then decerebrate is the opposite. So everything is locked out, and your feet are plantar flexed, and yeah, is that it? I don't know. I think decorticate is worse than decerebrate as well. So question 9 is find a way to perform a deep tendon reflex or reflex test at any neurological level and explain what you're looking for. So we're going to do the patellar tendon reflex at L3, which tests her patellar tendon reflex, her knee reflex. So we're going to try and hit it.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, there we go.
That means so much.
And so she's got a good reflex. Question 10 is to perform a Babinski and explain what you're looking for. So the Babinski test is usually performed on babies to test their reflex. And they will usually either curl their toes or spread them out. So we're going to kind of test it on Katie, even though it probably won't work as well. Give me your foot! We're going to watch this. And then you would just do this on the bottom of it, because I don't actually want to touch your foot. Question 11. Yeah. Is demonstrate your understanding of the spinothalamic tract. So that is the most common pain pathway. You would test that by pinching someone and see if they feel the pain. I'm not going to do that to Katie. I told her I would, but I'm not going to. And then check the function of your patient's technospinal tract. So that is like where you are in space, or if you can identify where someone is, right? So Katie's gonna close her eyes. I'm gonna walk somewhere. She's gonna try to find me. Well, by like identify where I am in the direction. Okay, close your eyes.
Where'd I go? You
Question 13 is demonstrate sympathetic stimulation at the pupils. So Katie's going to cover one eye, and it will dilate like the other one is doing. And then she's going to pull her hand off of her eye, and they should constrict, allowing less light and the ability to see in the light. In relation to the special senses, try to artificially and safely reproduce to show your patient's understanding of the following signs. So photophobia is extreme sensitivity to light. So she might go outside and the sun would be very bright and it would hurt. And then tinnitus is ringing in the ears. Kind of sounds just like that one test we did that hurt my ears very bad. But all the time. And it messes with your balance as well. Anisocoria is your pupils not being in sync. So one might be bigger than the other. I don't know the definition right off the top of my head, but I know what it means. And then you would just demonstrate that by doing that pupil test we just did. So D is nystagmus, and that is like the condition where your eyes move rapidly and you can't concentrate it on things. So, and it's part of the vestibular system, so she would shake her head. And if her eyes didn't focus, that would mean she had that condition. And then 15 is demonstrate on your patient how you would check the stereoptic vision or convergence in relation to depth perception. So we're going to throw things at Katie. With one eye closed. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is test depth perception.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then
I don't think I can close this. Okay.
okay. No, keep one up. She has pretty good depth perception on that one. I wish we had a ball. That would be easier with a ball. Sorry. Educate your patient about emmetropia. So, myopia and hyperopia are, so myopia is nearsightedness, and hyperopia is farsightedness. So, emmetropia is basically normal vision. And so, basically, you can see things you normally see, right? I don't. I think it's just normal vision.
Yeah.
Okay, so final question, question 17 is educate your patient on the use of a Snellen chart for visual acuity. I don't know if I can speak. So she has 20/15 vision, which means she can see at 15 feet what a normal person would see at 20 feet. And then I have 20/10 vision, just flexing, so I can see at 20 feet what normal people see at 10 feet. So we both have pretty good vision.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that it?
And that's the